Hey, this is about the Jimmy Hart. Hey, you gotta watch Old Away Wrestling. It's unbelievable. I caught it the other day. Awesome. Check it out. Old Away Wrestling. Don't forget, Old Away Wrestling.
This is WWE legend Tatanka. Make sure that you watch Gone Away Wrestling. How true that is.
Listen. Yeah, you know it's time for revolution. I give you proper execution. Cause you're a broken institution. And I'm a natural evolution. A lot, only what's needed. Too many words, running and bleeding. Out of control.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Gone Away Wrestling here, back with another video. And this is going to be my WWE Hell in a Cell 2011 review. Let me just start off by saying that, in my opinion, Hell in a Cell was a pretty good pay-per-view. Pretty damn good. All the matches on the card were solid, great matches. Both Hell in a Cell matches were pretty good. I want to discuss a couple of things that happened during the pay-per-view with you that I thought stood out the most out of the show. So let's just get started. All right, the first match of the night to open it was Sheamus versus Christian. The winner of the match, Sheamus. It was a good match to start off the show. Plenty of back and forth action between Sheamus and Christian. It's pretty good. Pretty good mat wrestling displayed by both Christian and Sheamus. A good match, a good solid match. Sheamus did during the match something that I have never seen him do before, and that's a type of skinning the cat type of move in the corner turnbuckle, where he was like positioned like in the crouching down the corner. He like grabbed the top and did like the skinning the cat to put himself at the top, and did that flying shoulder tackle to Christian. So it was pretty cool. That was pretty cool to see from Sheamus. Apparently they call him the Great White now. Whatever, no big deal. The finish saw when Christian tried to give Sheamus a spear in the corner, but Sheamus ducked, and Christian hit himself in the post, and then Sheamus got him with the bro kick for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Sheamus. Pretty good match. Pretty good match to open up the night. The second match saw Sin Cara number 1, which is the Sin Cara with the blue and gold, versus Sin Cara number 2, which is the Sin Cara with the black and white. Just a side note on the match. Just in case there's any confusion, Sin Cara number 1, which is the blue and gold, is actually it's actually Unico, the person who originally replaced the original Sin Cara, Mystico, and the supposed imposter Sin Cara, the black and white Sin Cara, is really the original Mystico. You know. So let's just clear that up. The imposter Sin Cara is actually the original, which is Mystico, and the original Sin Cara was the one who replaced him, Unico. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's basically what it is. So the winner of the match is Sin Cara number 1, the one with the blue and gold. It was a pretty good match, your typical lucha libre match between the two Caras. Between them, I only saw maybe 2 botches on both of them combined. So it's like 1 botch from each. I really don't remember which. The only one that I remember was when the Sin Cara number 1 tried to do an Asai moonsault on Sin Cara number 2, but he completely missed him. And the other botch, I know there was another botch, but I can't really quite remember which one it was. So yeah. The finish saw Sin Cara number 1 picking up the win after, I should call it a super roll-up. Sin Cara number 2 had him in like a power bomb, but like Sin Cara number 1 did like kind of like what Melina used to do with that thing, and then the snap roll-up Yeah, that's basically what he did, except he was standing up instead of bending down. So yeah, that was the finish. Sin Cara #1, blue and gold, is the winner. And I guess now he has the right to call himself Sin Cara. Which kind of makes you wonder, what's going to happen with Sin Cara #2? My guess is, and they should do this, have him revert back to being Mystico. You know, without that thing covering the eyes and the white mask. I think that's what should happen. You know, but you know me, I may be wrong, but that's just in my opinion, what should happen, and have them continue their feud. So, yeah. Also, I want to point something out. During that match, and I only heard it from maybe two or three guys in the match chanting "boring." Really? Boring. Really? There is nothing boring about a pure lucha style match. Alright? I'll bet you anything these three are part of the same people, the same fans who are living in the past, who think it's circa 1998 and chant what? After wrestlers who supposedly are boring on the mic, for example, Mark Henry and R-Truth, Del Rio, who they think is boring on the mic, and say, what? 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 Let me tell you, every time I hear "what" chants on TV, I just mute it. I mute it. Because I can't stand hearing that. It's so annoying. They live in the past. They basically live in the past. They think it's still the Attitude Era, when in reality, the Attitude Era is dead and gone. It's never going to come back. Ever. So, you need to stop living in the past and look towards the future as a WWE fan. So, I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. I know I'm probably going to be disliked because of that, so I don't give a shit. So, I just had to get that off my mind. So, yeah. Anyway, onward to the third match of the night. The WWE Tag Team Championship match. Air Boom, Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne versus Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. The winners were Air Boom. It was a great tag team match, to be honest. It was probably one of the better matches I've seen in a while. One of the better tag matches I've seen in a while. A lot of good high spots throughout the match. The usual crossbody splash from the top rope by Kofi Kingston. The double knee that Evan Bourne does from the top rope. You know, that kind of stuff. The finish saw when Swagger and Ziggler were trying to set up Evan Bourne for a powerbomb from the top rope. Swagger had him on it, and as Ziggler was getting out of the ring, Kofi pulled him out, and Bourne did like a Hurricane Rana from the top rope, and got the pin. 1, 2, 3. Still tag team champions, Air Boom. Pretty good match. Now for the fourth match of the night, the World Heavyweight Championship Hell in a Cell match. Mark Henry, the champion, Mark Henry versus Randy Orton. Your winner and still World Heavyweight Champion, Mark Henry. It was an alright match with the typical spots involved in a Hell in a Cell match. You know, really no cool spots during the match. You know, but it was actually a pretty good match put on by both of them. So I'd say it was a good match. The finish saw when Orton tried to go for the punt, but Mark Henry countered and got him with the World's Strongest Slam. And for the 1, 2, 3. So that's still World Heavyweight Champion Mark Henry. And after the match, Mark Henry tried to end Orton's career with that steel chair through the knee. He went up to the top rope and tried to do the body splash, but Orton got out of the way and missed, and Mark Henry missed, and Orton chased Mark Henry out of the ring with the steel chair. Yeah. That was the end of that match. Now for match number 5. This match took place after an in-ring segment with Cody Rhodes and his bagman. He started talking about He started talking about his IC championship and everything, his Intercontinental, and saying that I'm going to start anew, and started mentioning that the Intercontinental has been held by many greats such as Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roddy Piper, Bret Hart, Macho Man Randy Savage, and then he puts the Intercontinental Championship in the paper bag, and then he asks for the velvet bag. And what does he pull out of the bag? But the old school Intercontinental Championship match, the belt from the late '80s, to the mid '90s, to the mid '90s, the one with the white strap. Man, I marked out like a freaking 8-year-old when I saw him pull that belt out of the bag. I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. He is really bringing prestige back to the Intercontinental Championship. Cody Rhodes. And so far he's been a great champion. I see a world heavyweight championship in Cody Rhodes' future. I think within the next year, 1 to 2 years, he's going to be champion. Mark my words. Okay. And John Laurinaitis comes out and says he's going to have a match against John Morrison for the Intercontinental Championship. So the 5th match of the night, which is basically a filler match. Cody Rhodes, the champion, versus John Morrison for the Intercontinental Championship. Winner, Cody Rhodes. Like I said, it was pretty much a filler match for the card, but nonetheless, it was a good match between the two. A lot of back and forth action with Morrison's usual high spots in his matches. And it was good, you know, a good match. Even though Cody Rhodes was wrestling in his dress clothes and not his actual ring gear, but you know, still a good match. The finish saw when Cody got Morrison in an Oklahoma roll for the pinfall. So the winner and still Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes. Match number 6, WWE Divas Championship match. Kelly the champion, defending against Beth Phoenix. The winner and new Divas champion, Beth Phoenix. It was a good match. Typical Divas match, but there was actually some pretty decent wrestling skills displayed by Kelly, surprisingly. The end saw Beth put Kelly in that modified surfboard stretch that Natalya has recently been doing, which looks freaking painful, man. It looks painful. After Kelly reached the ropes, the ropes for the break, Natalya hit her with the mic because she kept on saying, "Does it hurt, Kelly?" Or "Why don't you scream, Kelly? How did it feel?" You know, stuff like that. And then when Beth released and the ref was with her, Natalya hit Kelly over the head with the mic, which you'd barely ever see that in a Divas match, the use of a foreign object like a weapon. So I was actually surprised to see that. And then Beth got her in the Glam Slam, and 1, 2, 3. That makes Beth a 4-time champion, because she's held the women's title 3 times and the Divas Championship once. So she's a 4-time champion. Alright? So yeah, good match. Winner and new Divas champion, Beth Phoenix. Now for the main event of the night. WWE Championship Triple Threat Hell in a Cell match. John Cena champion versus CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio. It was an awesome Hell in a Cell match from all 3 men. There were tables, there were chairs. I think there was a ladder too. I'm not quite sure because sometime during the middle, I wasn't feeling well. I had like a stomach ache. So you already know what comes after a stomach ache. So let's just say that. And I missed about 5-10 minutes of the match. But from what I saw, it was a great, awesome match. Every one of them had used their respective finishers on one another. Punk hit the GTS on Cena. Cena hit the Attitude Adjustment on Punk, and Del Rio hit his cross arm breaker on Cena. Oh, and also Punk had hit the GTS on Del Rio in the match as well. The finish saw when Del Rio actually locked Cena out of the cell after Ricardo Rodriguez tried to get in, and he actually managed to unlock the door with the key. And Cena gave Ricardo Rodriguez an AA outside of the cell, and Alberto Del Rio hit Cena over the head with a lead pipe. with a lead or steel pipe, I'm not sure. And then he locked the cell. Cena couldn't get in, couldn't get back in. And then it was basically, at that point, a one-on-one match between Punk and Del Rio. The finish saw when Punk tried to go for the GTS. Del Rio countered, and he hit Punk over the head with a steel pipe. Del Rio hit him over the head with the steel pipe for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner and new WWE Champion, Alberto Del Rio. At the end of the match, and after the match, when the cell was being raised, Cena tried to get back into the ring to attack Del Rio. But then, two hooded men came in and attacked Cena, started attacking Del Rio, started attacking Punk, basically laid all three of them out. Those hooded men were Miz and R-Truth. Earlier in the night, they had attacked Airboom in the back and laid him out. They were escorted out, but then they came back. Anyway. Sorry. They laid everyone out. You know, the cell was completely locked. It had been lowered for some reason after they got in. And the entire locker room came out and started shaking the cell. Like, as if trying to get the whole cell, like the front part of the cell to like come off. Triple H came out and everything, and they had to get they had to get bolt cutters to open the cell, you know. And as soon as it came up, the police went in and arrested both Miz and Truth. But when they came out, Triple H attacked them for a little bit, and he was detained as well. It ended with Triple H, you know, being taken away by security and everything. It was like, oh, stop, you know. And Miz and Truth being escorted out of the building. So, I think it was a pretty good ending to the pay-per-view. Pretty good. I really like what they're doing with Miz and Truth. You know? So, on a side note, Alberto Del Rio has had a hell of a year, don't you think? I mean, let me break down everything he's accomplished in this year alone. He won the Royal Rumble. He won Money in the Bank. He wins the WWE Championship. And now last night, on top of winning the WWE Championship, he won his very first Hell in a Cell match. Can you say best year ever? I think I can. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my review for WWE Hell in a Cell. Oh yeah, and a few people have asked me what's going to be the next signing I'm going to be going to at Florida Championship Wrestling. Well, after much deliberation and much effort in my part to find out who's going to be appearing, I found out last night. October 21st, in Kissimmee, Florida, I am going to meet, for the second time, CM Punk. For the second time. Now, I already have a couple of people that came up to me and already asked me to get something signed for them at the next signing. And, you know, if you're watching this video, now you know the next one I'm going to be going to, CM Punk. October 21st. So, there you go. Alright. This is All Gone Away Wrestling. Signing out. Take care, guys.